Hello? It's a podcast. I have been betrayed.
We were trying to use Motive Mix from Shure, which made these microphones, and it fucking lost the first 10 minutes we already recorded.
It crashed partway through recording.
So we gotta redo it.
It's my enemy now.
We're using OBS now.
It's going on my list of enemies.
Okay, I guess we should do the intro again.
Right. Yes. Okay. I'm Amy, a computer toucher / pervert.
And I'm Beth, a word enjoyer.
And this is Shitpost Mortem.
A podcast where we overthink stupid ideas.
Post-mortems for shitpost, if you will.
Also, we might trick you into learning about, I don't know, cum or something.
Mm-hmm. We might. It's very possible. It's more likely than you think.
I think people might think it's pretty likely. I feel like it's been a recurring subject.
That's true. So I was telling Beth, actually, so I saw someone online who was joking about getting 200 grams of protein from cum.
Why 200?
I think, you know how protein, there's sort of a protein craze right now?
Yeah.
People are obsessed with protein right now.
Yeah, it's like they think if it has protein in it, it must be good for you right now.
The target a lot of people are going for is 200. That's why.
Oh, that's why.
I think
okay.
They said that. And you would have to drink 4 liters of cum, which seems like a lot of cum.
I don't know how you'd get that much outside of robbing a sperm bank.
The classic robbing a sperm bank.
On the recording we lost, I was talking about someone should make a sperm bank heist movie.
Mm-hmm. They should.
I mean, maybe it exists. I haven't actually checked, to be fair. Although if it exists, chances are that it's probably porn.
Yeah.
I don't think a major studio would be into this concept.
That would be kind of a funny idea for porn.
Yeah.
Though I will say, I've thought about this. People kind of like the act of cumming. They like seeing someone get cum on, whatever. I don't know that they're mostly that obsessed with the substance itself.
No, some people definitely. Well, some people are. Okay. I feel like some people
are. Probably. But I feel like for a lot of people, the cum is part of the sex. But they're not necessarily that into it. If you gave them a glass of cum, they'd be like...
Okay, it looks like there's a show called Children's Hospital with an episode called Sperm Bank Heist, where they're trying to steal specific cum.
Specific cum. Is that an Adult Swim show or something?
I don't know what this show is.
Yeah. You ever have to steal some specific cum?
Well, someone wanted to get pregnant on the show, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sorry, I have to search show. I can't. Right, if I just search Children's Hospital, it's not going to come up.
That's true.
Yeah, it is adult. It's an Adult Swim show.
Okay, I think I've kind of heard of it. It sounds a little bit familiar.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense it was a comedy that did that.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's kind of ridiculous.
Inherently a goofy premise. Yeah. All right, so, we have a big list of stupid ideas we're going to talk through. Mm-hmm. First one, extreme podcast panning. And by panning, I'm talking about panning in the audio sense, where if something's panned all the way to the left, you might hear it in your left ear. And if it's panned all the way to the right, you might hear it in your right ear.
Okay, it'd be funny if you went back and panned just those things.
I was thinking about it. I might do it.
Yeah.
I might. Yeah, it would be funny.
But yeah, basically, Amy did do a test of that, and it was apparently very distracting. It made you want to turn to your left and then your right, you're being talked to from two different sides, alternating.
Head shaking horizontally emoji.
Watching a ping pong game.
Oh yeah, I will say actually, you know what's a goated emoji? The head shaking vertically emoji.
It's a good one.
AKA the nod.
Yeah. I just usually think of it as the nod because that's a whole lot shorter.
It is a lot shorter. And I think Discord has that as an alias for it. But it is my belief that doing the nod emoji sometimes just hits different from a thumbs up.
I agree.
Yeah, I've actually made some custom nod emoji stuff.
Nod alien.
Yeah, nod alien. It's true. That's an alien nodding. Oh, actually, I should mention, if you've never heard of it, there's a thing called Emoji Kitchen. I think Google made it.
Or someone at Google, I think.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Yeah, it's not new, but you can combine 2 emoji and you'll get a new image. It's kind of fun.
There's a lot it doesn't support, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nod and A plus.
Yeah, I am sometimes disappointed by stuff it doesn't have. I will say, actually, it did have nod alien, but I don't like the nodding emoji it has.
Yeah.
It has these 3 little lines going off the top of the head, and it looks more like someone had an idea or something.
Or like Simpsons type hairs.
Yeah. Surprise! It's Beth's Linguistics Corner! A-E-U, Beth's Linguistics Corner.
basically there's the concept of a syllabic consonant, which English has a couple of. A good example is the word button. One way of writing that is like what you have the first syllable but and then the second syllable n. Yeah. And all the time it's kind of ambiguous whether to analyze something as a syllabic consonant in English or as being a schwa followed by one of a few consonants. Basically, the ones that can be syllabic in English are like N, M, R, and L mostly, I think. So in squirrel, when people say squirrel, it's first syllable squir, second syllable l, which is either a syllabic L or a schwa followed by an L, depending on how you want to analyze it. But some people say squirrel, where it's one syllable and ends in earl. Like it rhymes with the word earl, you could say.
Girl.
Yeah, it rhymes with the word girl. Squirrel girl. There's a comic character named Squirrel Girl, I assume whose name is supposed to rhyme, but I guess you could say Squirrel Girl, and then it wouldn't quite rhyme.
It's close.
I mean, yeah, it's still pretty close. Oh, speaking of, we're already here in Beth's Linguistics Corner. So something else I wanted to talk about while we're here, it's also the next idea in the doc. The bringing back the oi merger. Okay, so to explain what that is, basically, people used to, but not at least young people don't do this anymore. People from some parts of the east coast of the U.S., big cities like New York, would have this merger between the sound and the oi sound. For people around in my age range, one of the most familiar examples might be Meowth from the 4Kids Pokemon anime dub. To give you an example, instead of saying the early bird gets the worm, you might say the oily Boid gets the worm.
Why does being oily help?
I mean, you've done this exact bit to me before, goddammit.
I know, but I didn't do it in the podcast.
That's true. Fine. I guess you can get away with it. Thank God the podcast saved your ass. Yeah, other examples maybe include, like, you might hear in a noir thing or something, you might hear like an old-timey mobster be like, the goyle or something.
The goyle.
Give us the goyle. This is probably not a super helpful reference, but there's an old, like, Fred Astaire song that's like, where they like, I say potato and you say potato. I say tomato and you say tomato. I think people at least know the potato part of that as a phrase, if nothing else. But one of the later verses of that kind of just sounds really weird to a modern audience is I say oysters and you say ersters.
What do you mean you say ersters?
What do you mean you say ersters?
Ersters?
Basically, yeah, with mergers, that means two sounds kind of become indistinguishable in a dialect. But like in this case, like it seems to vary if and oi get merged as like oysters becoming ersters, or if they get merged as oi, like bird becoming a boid.
I do kind of like the oi sound. It's kind of a fun sound.
Oi. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually oi as like a thing you say in English to get attention. I was trying to write some humorous, like, sort of Victorian street urchin dialogue, and I was looking up when that dates back to, and at least Wiktionary says only to like the 1930s, which I was like, oh, that's way later than I would have thought.
Yeah, that is surprisingly late. However, don't worry, you can still say governor.
Yeah, that's fine. And mum.
Yeah.
And yeah, as far as I can tell, before oi, the closest equivalent in British English I could find was saying watcha.
Watcha, governor.
That's right. Which I feel like I saw in a Terry Pratchett book at some point.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right to me. So how would you write oi and in IPA?
Okay, so in this case, basically there are kind of two sounds in English that are, it's like it's basically like schwa versus the caret symbol in IPA, the sound. The difference between those, at least in American English, is basically just stress. So mud has the caret symbol, that like a little upside down V, while like an actual unstressed syllable in a multisyllable word has schwa, but they sound pretty similar. And then, so this is kind of like the version of that, but right before R. So the sound, there's different ways of writing it. At least when writing like British received pronunciation, it's pretty common to use an IPA symbol that basically looks like a 3 to represent it. And then oi, okay, so oi of course is a diphthong. So that's generally for English is written as an open O, which looks like a backward C. That's kind of like an O sound. It's lower than O. And then followed by an I sound, which is like a small caps I.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And in American English, because unlike British English, you actually say the R after vowels, you'd probably also have the American English alveolar approximant, which is basically a lowercase r that's been rotated 180 degrees. People will sometimes substitute that with a regular R because it's a lot easier to like type on a keyboard. But technically, the regular R in IPA represents an alveolar trill, like when you write two R's in Spanish is a good example of that.
We're not going to make one.
I'm not good at producing that sound, so...
To my great shame.
Yeah.
It's a good noise.
Yeah. And then, technically I'll call it the inverted R in English, in American English, at least. Scottish English actually does have the trill, I think. But, or sometimes the tap, which is kind of like a shorter version of the trill. And it's like, that's like an R without the vertical stem going as far up. It's kind of like a candy cane, if that makes sense.
Yum, yum.
Yeah. How seasonal. That inverted R represents the alveolar approximant, which is where, your tongue gets kind of close to your alveolum, which is the sort of raised gum ridge behind your upper teeth.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, you can just feel that with your tongue. No one can stop you.
You can simply move your tongue around in your mouth.
Yeah, actually, that's how humans produce a lot of speech. Whoa. And speaking of mouths, we're going to leave Beth's Linguistics Corner for this next idea, which is a drone that has a gun that shoots food into your mouth.
So imagine you just don't want to move. You don't want to get up, but you want the convenience of a tasty snack.
Delivered right to you. Literally right to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was thinking, so you could be sitting down and you use like facial recognition technology to detect someone opening their mouth and you just fire stuff into their mouth.
Wow. What if you're trying to, talk?
That's a great question. Yeah, what if you're trying to record a podcast?
That's an example of talking for sure.
So we actually were discussing what the best kind of food would be.
Yeah.
For a device that fires food at you.
So I think the way to go with the gun is definitely something that uses air pressure.
Yeah, because you don't want like gunpowder residue. Also, you don't want it to explode.
Yeah. So basically, you want air to be able to build up behind the food in like a cylindrical barrel, probably.
Yeah.
Of a known size.
So yeah, we were actually discussing what the best food would be. So we thought about stuff like M&M's, Skittles.
Or like something, maybe some kind of small spherical food.
Yeah, like a malted ball. Sorry, I think I forget what the brand name is. I swear to God, there's a type of
Milk Duds.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, but someone told us what the best food would be.
And when we heard it, we were like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's marshmallows.
And they already sell marshmallow guns because it just works.
It makes so much sense that it's real.
You could kind of compress it into the barrel and have it block off the air well enough, but it's not going to be strong enough to resist a bunch of air pressure getting released behind it. You can buy a bunch of mini marshmallows of like a known size, mass produced, and they fit into a cylinder, of course.
Yeah, and if they go right into your face, it's not going to hurt that much.
Yeah, and they should fly decently far because they're very light. They're not dense at all.
Do you think if you fired a marshmallow fast enough, it would hurt?
I don't know. I think maybe the marshmallow itself would like disintegrate
in the air. What if? Okay, wait. I had an amazing, new idea.
Is it firing it so fast that the marshmallow like catches on fire?
Yeah, basically. Okay, but the idea is you get this really gigantic, massive marshmallow. Like you have all of the world's marshmallow production put towards making one giant, enormous marshmallow that's like a mile wide, and then you take it up into space.
Oh, you drop it from orbit?
You drop it from orbit.
I don't know if this is a good idea, I gotta be honest.
And you know how stuff falling through Earth's atmosphere basically gets really hot, catches on fire, that sort of thing? Mm-hmm. So on the ground, you have to calculate where it's going to land. You have the world's largest graham cracker.
Okay, so you're making a s'more from orbit, basically.
Correct.
NASA, get on this.
Right, and so what I was thinking is it has to be really large, though, because like a normal-sized marshmallow would completely disintegrate.
See, my concern is that what if like it lands on a person,
That would be bad. I think you have to be very, like maybe you have an unmanned ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that has a giant graham cracker on it. Would a giant graham cracker float, actually? Probably not.
I think it would soak up salt
Yeah.
water.
No, it wouldn't taste good. You're right.
Also, how much do you think this would cost?
Oh, a lot. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't really buy marshmallows.
Well, yeah, I don't think that would help.
Yeah,
that's not really
that's true. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, because if you start considering, like, the volume of marshmallow you would need, I have to imagine it would be at least millions of dollars.
Oh, that's not even what I was talking about.
Oh, you mean taking it up into space?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, obviously that would be, like, prohibitively expensive. I mean, that's probably, like, what, billions?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
True.
famously fairly expensive to send stuff up into space.
Yeah.
Especially large, heavy stuff. And I guess this wouldn't be dense, but you're saying it would have to be incredibly large.
Yeah, and if anything, it's maybe bad that it's not dense.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of unwieldy, right? Like, if it takes up a bunch of volume.
Oh, right. Like, you can't, there's probably no existing space shuttles that this would fit inside.
Yeah, maybe not. Probably not.
But, like, you probably, wait, Amy, actually, if you take it up to the limit of, like, marshmallows might be like a foam that has air in it.
Oh, it might shrink. Wait, actually, what happens to marshmallows in a vacuum? Do they collapse? This is probably something we can check later.
Yeah, I mean, someone with a vacuum chamber could test this easily.
Probably they do, right? Because like you said, it's basically like a foam with air in it. And
I think so.
Probably the air gets sucked out, right? I mean, it's not like gonna hold the air inside of itself, right?
I don't think it's probably not strong enough to resist an atmosphere of pressure.
Here's a different idea. You make the marshmallow in space.
And you still have to get the ingredients there, so it's just as much weight.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually,
I mean, it might be less volume, I guess.
I think it's actually more weight, though, because I think making at least homemade marshmallows, you have to, like, cook a sugar syrup where you cook a lot of water out of it over time.
Right.
It's like sugar and water and gelatin.
Okay, we find water on Mars.
All right. And so how are we getting that back to Earth exactly?
Well, okay. Moon marshmallows? Is that anything?
What do you mean by moon marshmallows?
I don't know. I just liked the sound.
It's like mooncakes or not mooncakes. Sorry, what are those things? Moon pies. I meant moon pies.
Oh yeah, I think there might also be mooncakes, but
no, mooncakes are like the Chinese.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's like an Asian thing.
Yeah, it's like the stamped
different.
little.
Yeah, those are pretty
cakes.
Good.
Yeah, they are.
I will say, I'm a red bean in dessert enjoyer.
I'm a little more mixed on it, I think.
Your mileage may vary. Right. Okay. So maybe we're not going to be able to afford taking a giant marshmallow into space.
I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sorry.
Unfortunate. If any billionaires are listening,
actually, no. Please just give us the money and then we'll do it.
Just give me the money. We'll use it for something good. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do something cool with it.
Right. Going back to the original idea. So we were thinking, there's a drone. It fires food at you, right? And we're talking marshmallows. Like, from what kind of distance is it firing the food?
I mean, you could look up it's based on I think the easiest way to do this by far would be to just mount one of those.
Right.
They sell existing marshmallow guns. Just, you need to mount it to a drone, have some loading mechanism, some way of, like, pulling the trigger. Maybe you have to pump something to pressurize it.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I would say it kind of depends how you want it to work. Potentially, you could have a person load stuff and
send
put
it
in
up.
Pressurized air or whatever.
Although I think it's more fun if it can continue flying around shooting repeatedly.
I'm actually realizing marshmallows and Nerf darts are not that different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Actually kind of similar.
What if they made marshmallows that were shaped like Nerf
It's kind of a good idea, maybe.
Maybe they have.
Honestly, maybe you could use that with a Nerf gun. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I'm not totally sure what, like, the sort of constraints and what a Nerf gun can fire, but
yeah, maybe.
It seems possible.
Yeah.
Right. So I was actually talking earlier about burritos. Burritos, kind of a good delivery food.
Mm-hmm.
They're compact.
They stay warm.
They're tasty. I mean, okay, I will say, so the Mission style burrito, which is of course from the San Francisco Bay Area, that's a peak type of burrito. That's a really good type of burrito, if you ask me.
It is a good type of burrito.
If you're not familiar, it's like, it's like in a big flour tortilla and it's got meat and beans and rice and etc. And if you're saying that just sounds like a normal burrito, then yes, you've been eating Mission style burritos.
Yeah. The right, it having rice is kind of a defining feature.
Yeah, I will say, there's another kind of interesting burrito from California, which is, I think, from San Diego, which is the California burrito.
It is French fries.
Yeah, I think pretty typically it has French fries and steak in it, which I don't know, maybe sounds weird. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, to be honest. I've had them. They're pretty good.
I understand if someone is like carbohydrates on carbohydrates. Yeah. Is that really necessary?
Some people don't believe in double carbing it. I personally, I sort of conditionally believe in double carbing it. Let me give you another example of double carbing it. So we've had pizza that had like penne vodka on it. Penne, of course, being pasta. That was pretty good. It was pretty good.
You know what I tried eating one time as a kid that was really bad?
Yeah?
It was a corn tortilla with some spaghetti with olive oil in it.
That sounds not great.
It was not good. I wouldn't recommend it. Now, if you would, added some meat and a tomato sauce or something, that probably would have...
That would help a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have seen some really questionable recipes that use instant ramen noodles.
Like, questionable in what way?
Ramen tacos.
What?
It's actually it reminded me of what you were saying. It's like you make instant ramen noodles and then for some fucking reason you put it in like a hard shell taco. Don't ask me why, okay? This is something I saw online.
I'm pretty sure Mexicans would not even recognize this as a taco.
I feel confident that an American came up with that one.
Yeah, that's
parentheses
the vibe.
Derogatory.
That's definitely the vibe.
Yeah, but there's some double carbing it I don't necessarily believe in. For example, have you heard about a toast sandwich?
Unbearably British food.
Yes. You can tell them.
You toast a piece of bread, you put some butter on it, and then you eat it between two other pieces of bread.
You may think this is like a joke, but that's actually real.
Yeah.
That's real.
To be honest, I think it's some kind of depression food, by which I mean if you're eating this, either you're depressed or there's an economic depression.
Oh, the computer just froze.
Oh, not for me. It's fine on my monitor.
Okay. Maybe it was just my monitor then. Okay, I think we're good. Right. What was I just... Oh, yeah, right. I also believe British people should not be allowed to make hamburgers.
I thought it was cheeseburgers.
Oh, sorry, cheeseburgers specifically. You're right. Maybe hamburgers too, but cheeseburgers in particular.
You play too much Scrandle.
Yeah, so there's an online daily game called Scrandle. If you're a Northern Line viewer, you may have seen him play it, where you basically see it's like sports stadium foods. A lot of them are British, not all of them, but that's a common thing. And I don't know what the fuck they think a cheeseburger is.
Oh, for context, scran is British slang.
Sorry, yes. For what? Like, what exactly does it mean? Do you know?
Like cheap food or something.
Like the kind of food you'd get
in a stadium.
Yeah, like
in a football stadium, and by football I mean soccer. Association football.
Of course. Also, if people tell you that you should call it football and not soccer, guess what? It's not just Americans who call it soccer, okay?
It's true. For example, Australians, when they say football, they actually mean Australian rules football.
I have no idea what the rules are to that, but
I've looked into it. It's pretty similar to American, Canadian, and Gaelic. They're all not that different.
Yeah. Right. Like the Irish also call it
and
soccer
also
sometimes.
The British themselves, they're stupid. They're the ones who started calling it soccer. It was originally like British university slang.
Yeah.
Short for association.
Anyway, so the point is British people aren't valid and you should tell them to shut up.
No, sorry. Let's be more specific. English people.
Sorry, English.
Like upper class English people aren't valid and you should tell them to shut up.
The Scots, the Welsh, the Northern Irish, etc.
The working class. They're all right.
They're all right. We don't mind them. Actually, I was posting about this. I was saying that as a matter of taste, I don't like posh English accents are like a turnoff for me. I find them slightly repulsive.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was talking to a friend the other day who apparently, I'm not going to name names, but would be down to fuck the Kool-Aid man.
Which is, it raises some questions, but we don't have to get into it.
Yeah, this has made me realize maybe I'm pretty normal. I usually only want to fuck things that are at least human shaped.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I do, just putting out there, I don't want to fuck the Kool-Aid man.
Same. And I was actually saying, him being a corporate mascot in and of itself is kind of a turnoff because I'm not very happy with capitalism and corporations, you know?
Whoa. Wait, Beth, is this an anti-capitalist podcast?
I mean, I think that a lot of people these days would like to bitch about capitalism, honestly.
Okay, understandable. And, you can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean...
Right, sorry, going back to the cheeseburger point. So basically, I saw, specifically, we can blame England for this one. So the patty was like not even close to the same size as the buns.
Way smaller, to be clear.
Yeah, it was like the diameter of the patty was like 50% smaller than the diameter of the patty. It was just like a little circle sitting in a big circle.
Yeah.
And then they put 2 slices of American cheese, which again were somehow smaller even than the patty. They were off center, and this is the biggest crime as far as I'm concerned with British cheeseburgers that I see over and over again. They don't melt the cheese. Guys, you said the cheese is supposed to be
It's a lot better if you melt the cheese, I promise.
You're supposed to put the cheese on the patty when it's hot.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, are you just pre-cooking these patties and letting them sit around for a while, and then you put some cheese on when someone orders a cheeseburger?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I think probably that's what they're doing, which is also does not make for like a good burger.
Yeah.
Also, of course, the patty looked sad and frankly overcooked.
Yeah, it was
That's another
pretty.
thing.
Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty like uniformly dark brown.
Yeah.
Which I want to see some variety in how browned.
Yeah, and there's
patty
different
is.
styles of burger. I have a lot of burger opinions.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't miss seeing a little pink in my burger, you know?
Yeah, in the interior, you know.
In the interior, yeah.
Yeah.
On the outside, maybe,
Not on the outside.
Maybe not that.
Yeah, but like keep some juiciness. Maybe
Yeah.
have some heterogeneity.
Yeah, and of course, I should mention this burger, of course, it didn't have anything else on it.
Oh yeah, no.
Though I've learned actually more recently about what people at least sometimes call it, like a California style burrito. Sorry, not California style burger. Sorry, I flashed back to the burrito conversation. Which to me is a normal burger.
Yeah.
That's just where you put lettuce and tomatoes and stuff on it, right?
Yeah, maybe onions, like secret sauce, which is basically mayo and ketchup.
I mean,
You
it's
put that-
also Thousand Island dressing and secret sauce. Or
I thought it was Russian dressing.
oh, sorry, no, you're right. It's Russian dressing. It's totally Russian dressing.
There's actually a lot of names for combining mayonnaise
Yeah.
with ketchup. A bunch of regions.
Yeah, I want to say I've heard like mayo chop. It was some sort of weird
Yeah.
portmanteau.
Yes,
squishing
I've
the
heard
words
mayo
together.
chop. I think around Utah they call it fry sauce.
I mean, that's not that. I'll accept that. That's not that crazy.
Yeah, because like nice mayonnaise on fries is not bad.
Yeah, of course, nice mayonnaise. You know what that's called?
Aioli.
Yeah, yeah. If you go to a nice place, they have fries. They give you some garlic mayo. That's not garlic mayo. That's aioli.
I mean-
that sound better?
Yeah, but aioli is literally just garlic
Yeah.
mayo usually.
No, I know.
Or
I
sometimes
know.
it's other stuff. But
Yeah, they might put a little bit of other stuff, but
Like-
basically.
I had a friend who used to work as a sandwich artist. I think that was his job
Yeah.
title. And I think the chipotle aioli was just basically canned chipotle peppers and adobo, and that blended into a bunch of mayonnaise.
Which, don't get me wrong, probably did taste really good.
Yeah, no, it was
I
probably
can't-
good.
I can't hate it. I think that's fine, honestly.
Yeah,
I got no problem with that. I'd eat it.
yeah, but basically, yeah. Back to the original idea, so they've done drone delivery with burritos. Although I think there's some issues with birds stealing the burritos.
Yum
because they're-
yum. Oh, a burrito. A free burrito for me.
Oh my god, free food. Whoa, it's got meat, it's got bread. Whoa, this is great stuff for a larger bird to eat. We have some birds around here who we definitely see. They're happy to eat. We got crows, we got seagulls, we got pigeons. We have in Oakland. There's a bunch of night herons.
Oh, the weird little gremlin birds. Yes, we love them. They're these weird hunched up little herons.
Yeah, you
And
can't
they
see
like
their
to
long
dig in
neck.
the garbage.
They
Yum,
sure
yum,
do.
garbage. They like to go to Chinatown and dig in the
Yeah,
garbage.
if you go in
Yum,
an
yum,
alley
yum.
behind a Chinese restaurant in Oakland, Chinatown, there's a very real chance you'll see one of these little football-shaped bluish gremlins. They're scarfing down some old noodles or
Yeah.
expired fish.
One time I saw one there was like a container of like takeout pasta, like spaghetti on the ground. And that guy was just like, oh, yum, just chowing down. And I came back, I walked by like an hour later and that guy was still eating the pasta.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
I think pasta is also just a good, like French fries or pasta are a good shape to eat if you have a beak.
Yeah, you can, it's very beakable.
Yeah. I mean, the seagulls, they know French fries.
Oh,
they know
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I'll mention. So my spouse has an Etsy, littlejesterhat.etsy.com, I believe, that I drew some art of Wingull, which is a Pokemon that's literally basically just a gull, to be honest.
Yeah, just a gull.
One of those Pokemon where it's like, that's just a normal animal, I think.
Yeah. And then, but it's a gull except it evolves into a pelican.
Which doesn't make sense, but we don't need to, I don't need to go on a bird rant. But I drew a Wingull that has a French fry and is pretty cute.
And then the shiny version has a
a sweet potato fry.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. 'Cause I think Beth suggested that.
Yeah.
Because I was going to make a shiny version, which is basically like a recolor. So, it's not much harder to make a shiny version. And Beth was like, what if this shiny version had a sweet potato fry? So now whenever I see sweet potato fries, I kind of think of them as the shiny version of normal fries.
They're the same shape basically, but they're a different color and they're a bit rarer.
They're fancier. They feel a little fancier, and I'll tell you, they're more expensive.
They're definitely more expensive.
You're paying more.
Like potato French fries are such a sort of basic restaurant commodity.
Yeah.
Like even the amount they're charging
Though
for them.
actually, there's like a potato cartel, right? Kind of.
Well, there's like a few big
Yeah.
North American potato growing companies.
I did see allegations recently that they're literally conspiring to increase the price of French fries. I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on that, but I saw someone asserting that.
Because I was about to say, French fries are one of those fast food items where like the per French fry cost is insanely cheap.
Yeah.
Same with soda.
Yeah.
Soda, they mostly just have to pay for water in the soda to go into the soda
they have
fountain.
a syrup and
They buy very concentrated syrups where not much is used per drink. So basically, the reason every fast food place wants to have you get fries and a soda with your burger or whatever is because the margins are incredible, even though it's still pretty cheap
that's
for the
pure
consumer.
profit, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
That's free money. I mean, don't get me wrong though. I do kind of like a soda and French fries.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't have its appeal. I think we can acknowledge, much as I have problems with McDonald's Sprite is pretty good.
It's true.
Different, I won't lie.
Yeah. I will say McDonald's fries are only good if you eat them when they're still hot.
Yeah, we've experienced this. Once they get cold, they kind of suck. They're designed to be eaten hot, I think.
Definitely.
Like, specially formulated. I know there's actually a thing where they sell basically coatings for French fries for fast food fries, where like there's different versions of it for if you get the fries in the restaurant versus if it's like a delivery. They have coatings that can keep them crispy longer.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, generally, I find a thicker fry holds up better over time with cooling down.
A little more robust and potato.
A potatoey fry.
A potatoey fry. Yeah, I will say, okay, one time at a job, I was saying that I kind of like Five Guys fries when they're like kind of cold and soggy, and then everyone acted like it was an insane person.
Like yes, they're objectively kind of limp and greasy, but I still think they taste good.
There's something to it. It kind of, it's something you eat late at night. It's a late night kind of
It's like
food.
it's kind of pure breadiness and grease.
Sometimes you want that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that.
Like,
heal me, greasy fries.
It's like the kind of thing that someone would both eat when they were drunk and also the thing they would eat as a hangover cure.
Oh, yeah. Or high, I'll say.
Yeah.
Non-hypothetical.
Yeah, I would say
happen.
There's some fast food restaurants where I'm like, you guys are marketing to stoners on purpose, right? Like Jack in the Box.
No, Jack in the Box is for sure marketing to stoners on purpose.
Like they have a 2 a.m. menu with
also like Taco Bell, if I had to say.
Yeah, if you have a special 2 a.m. menu or something that I like at a fast food place, I really think the main people getting that are people who are drunk and or high.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you know what? That's fine.
I mean, it's got its own appeal. Personally, I'm really not a big Jack in the Box fan. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't really been there a lot. I don't know. It's just the kind of place I go to.
In terms of back when Amy and I both had this job. We had a job where we had to go around to different retailers. So we would end up eating lunch like
Wendy's
in different shopping centers. Yeah, as far as the fast food places go, Wendy's is
I like
decent.
In-N-Out. We're in an In-N-Out region.
Yep.
If you're from the East Coast and you think that In-N-Out is overrated, I don't need to hear it. Shut up.
We've heard it.
It's not. Shake Shack costs like $5 as much. Shut up.
Okay, look, yes, In-N-Out is really good for the price. Like, it's amazing how cheap it still is. And like, their fries aren't, it's nice they make them for fresh potatoes, but they aren't actually that good.
We have to admit, the fries are not amazing.
The burgers are good though.
The burgers are good. Also, In-N-Out tip. I like to get chopped chilies on my burger. You can just ask them to do that. It's good.
It's good. I used to get the pepperoncinis on the side, but then I realized you could do this.
It's more evenly distributed.
Yeah.
There's something to it for sure.
Yeah. Oh, and you can ask for well done fries.
Yes.
The fries are better if you ask for well done, but it will take longer.
It will
they
take
have
longer.
to cook it to order.
But they'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, you want to move on to the next idea?
Oh, I just wanted to say one side note.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I know some people who, for some reason, say pepperoncini. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, what? It's pepperoncini.
Yeah,
like
they're
am I
just dropping a
crazy?
full syllable. I don't know what's up with that.
I feel like they learned the word from other people who said that, and it just spread like that.
Yeah.
It's like, have any of you ever sat down and like read the word?
Yeah, no, it's definitely, like, if you look at the jars of these things being sold.
I'm actually wondering if you could look at like historical data for when people started doing that.
Yeah, maybe. I might look into
Google
this later,
books and grams or whatever. Maybe. All right, next idea. So I think this was Beth's. You want to read it?
Yeah, so the idea is, okay, so there's sort of a genre of shirt that people were like memeing about a couple years ago on platforms like Facebook or whatever, where they probably scraped some of the users' like biographical details, and they're trying to target like incredibly specific fill in the blank shirts.
Yeah.
Like never mess with a man named Jeff, who's a veteran of the Navy and has a daughter who was born in September.
Yeah. Hyper specific.
Yeah, just like really kind of specific in an almost random way. So my idea is a shirt kind of like this, but like it's sort of doxing someone in a vaguely threatening way.
You want to read the fake one you made?
Yeah. Never piss off a man who lives at 4456 West Oak Street and is currently gone on vacation, but left a key under the fake rock for the pet sitter.
Yeah, it's a good shirt. It's a banger shirt.
Yeah.
Wait, you actually ordered one?
I did actually order one. There's also a skull with an American flag on it.
It's kind of just enhances the vibe, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say, if you want a shirt like that, like sincerely, you can tell us. You probably could get one if you want one.
It's probably
it can be arranged.
Yeah.
She's got, two printed. So
Yeah.
They're not here yet. We'll probably post about it on the Blue Sky if they get here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Amy made a Blue Sky for this podcast.
Yes.
By the way.
Oh right. Yes. I believe it's just shitpostmortem.bsky.social.
Yeah.
Typical Blue Sky handle. Go follow it if you want. I'll post when you have new episodes. But also, I've been shitposting on there.
Yeah. Some of it overlaps with this, but some of it is.
There's some fresh shit posts too, so
Yeah.
check it out if you're on Blue Sky and that sounds interesting to you. All right, right. So I had some questions about this shirt idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so would anyone buy this unironically?
Who cares? Ironic T-shirts are a huge
you're
business.
right. Okay, you got me. All right, I will say. Oh yeah, I'm kind of a T-shirt enjoyer. One of my favorites is, it has a weird kind of Muppet looking guy and it says, "Let's drink shampoo at Walgreens." That's one of my faves. But because of that, there's a barista at a local coffee place who started calling me Shampoo.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
And of course also wrote on Beth's cup at one point, Shampoo Sibling.
Which is also pretty funny.
Anyway, in one of our Discords, we've now changed our server nicknames to Shampoo and Shampoo Siblings. We also have extremely similar profile pics right now.
It has caused some confusion, I'm not going to lie.
This has caused maybe a little bit of confusion. Have people just straight up thought I was Beth? Maybe.
Also the other way around.
Also the other way around, it's true. Like someone was sincerely addressing me thinking I was Beth, and I was like, oh, I think I have to tell her.
Yeah.
This does remind me of something I was talking about earlier, which is that, okay, Picrew. That's a sort of avatar maker site. A lot of
It has
It's
layers. You
Japanese.
can customize it. It's sort of like a paper doll.
But anyway, the queers, the transes, they love it.
The like young Tumblr sort of ones.
Yeah. You can have a cute little kind of cartoony avatar customized from it with whatever hair there's with a finite number of options, but usually there's a decent number. But something I was saying earlier is people who used the same Picrew to make their avatar are the same person to me on social media.
It's genuinely sometimes hard to tell. It's like, I don't remember what the hair color was and it's the same.
Yeah, it's like literally sometimes, okay, this is exactly the same except the hair was blonde instead of brown and there's a bi flag instead of a trans flag, but it's like, it's the same to me. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
All right, so our next idea here is a RPG character sheet with a mandatory Kinsey scale field. If you're not familiar with the Kinsey scale, that is, of course, from the pioneering sexologist. What was his first name? Alfred?
I think so.
I think Alfred Kinsey. It goes from 1 to 6. 1 is totally straight. 6 is totally gay. 3 is perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I thought you were going to say totally bisexual.
Totally bisexual. Sorry. Yes, that's true. Anyway, if you're curious, I'm a Kinsey 4.
I'm a Kinsey 5.
Yeah. Right. So the idea was making people put this on a character sheet for a tabletop RPG.
Yeah, which I think this is a bad idea because I don't think you should formalize sexual orientation as part of your tabletop RPG rules.
Yeah. I was just thinking, well, sometimes they have gender, right?
I mean, not modern ones
Yeah,
don't
I
really
guess-
have
I
it as a
guess not
mechanical
as much,
thing.
which is probably for the best. I think.
I think there's some older ones that would be like, oh, female characters get like a minus to strength and
Which
a
is just
plus
kind
to
of annoying.
charisma or
It's just
something.
kind of annoying.
Which like I don't think there's a tasteful way to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, but hear me out. What if someone was a guy, but for some reason always played girl characters in tabletop RPGs?
Yes, Amy, I'm familiar with the concept of an egg.
Do you think that's happened? I mean, literally, I think I've
literally-
done that.
you literally know that has happened, Amy. I
Yeah,
promise.
I do literally know that that's happened. This
Yeah.
reminds me of a different idea I had, which is making like a 2D graph and placing people on it where one axis is your Kinsey scale number and the other axis is your autism test results.
Wait, Amy, I think I figured what happened earlier.
Oh, what?
Look at motive mix.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong, but why is there a second number that's counting down?
There's a number that's counting down.
Yes.
You mean this?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, I think that's the amount of storage space left
Oh,
on the computer. Like that's 7 hours and it's saying you can record that
okay.
much more.
Never mind. Sorry, I
don't
thought
think
maybe it
that's the
ran out
problem.
of.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, never mind.
That's fine. Right. So, for instance, many transbians would be very gay and guess what? Very autistic.
Oh, sorry. Are we putting autism on the sheet character sheet?
Oh no,
too?
no. I think you might have missed me saying it. I was saying you'd have a graph where one axis is Kinsey scale number and the other is autism test results.
Sorry, yeah, I did miss that.
I will say I took an autism test thing online, which I recognize is not necessarily totally available, but we have a
Did you say totally available?
sorry, reliable. Totally, not necessarily totally reliable, but we have a sort of newer friend who was shocked at how low the number was.
I think it says more about her that she was
Yeah,
shocked.
probably. But I'm like, believe it or not, I don't think I'm autistic.
Yeah, I know I talk about dumb sort of technical stuff that I think is funny on the internet and I'm transgender, but that actually isn't the same thing as having autism. Believe
I'm
it
a
or not.
software developer, but believe it or not literally 100% of software developers have autism.
Despite what the Mastodon user base might
Yeah.
cause you to believe. I kind of gave up on using Mastodon because I'm like, no one likes my shit posting here.
Mastodon, I've said it before, it's really the Linux parentheses derogatory of social media.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like almost everyone on there is an autistic gay tech worker furry.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, so I've been posting nudes on Mastodon in addition to Blue Sky. I mean, I have more followers on Blue Sky, but I've been on there longer. But I do get the vibe that there's some subset of Mastodon users that literally just want to see furry porn. They don't want to see, like, IRL nudes.
Yeah, Amy, you gotta put a content warning.
Well, okay, I mean, I put a content warning for nudity, but I'm not going to say.
Oh, no, I was saying I've literally seen people use a separate content warning for quote-unquote IRL nudity as opposed to nudity by...
Oh, the
because
default, which is, of course, furry nudity.
I have seen people do this.
Really? Okay, fascinating.
Which obviously tells you about what they kind of consider the default kind of porn that they see, I guess.
No, though I figured out how to pander to the Mastodon users. I had a post that did really well, shit post, that said I need a woman with a Vulcan haircut to tell me about Linux in excruciating detail. They really liked that one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like autistic Linux users on
Yes.
there. It's like gay autistic Linux
unironically, I
users.
think it is autistic Linux users. If you're on Mastodon and you're not an autistic Linux user, let us know though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's literally 100%, but I do honestly think it's like 95%.
Maybe 90, but yeah, it's
a
a lot. And it's partly, it's like, I know people who aren't in that group who have tried using it and kind of bounced
off
off
it,
because
yeah.
it was so like that. Like, when I was looking at it, basically, I was like, I'm not seeing any of what I think are good shit posts. All I'm seeing like furry porn and mutual aid requests and posts about technical computer stuff. And that's basically all I'm seeing.
There's nothing.
Yeah. And like, you know, that stuff is fine, but it's like, with mutual aid requests, I'm like, if it's someone I do not know and I don't know anything about,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
probably
probably
I
not
can't,
gonna-
and I see like 50 of those a day.
Yeah,
Like,
you just can't donate to all those people.
No,
yeah, that's
no.
true. Yeah, I will say I do actually donate money a lot to people I do know. So.
yeah, but it's partly it's
don't
like,
yell at me.
but like it's people I know where it's like, to be honest, it seems pretty easy to go on some parts of the internet, especially on Blue Sky. It's full of bots,
Yeah.
and just make up a person
Make
who you
up a
pretend
guy
to
who
be
needs money.
who needs money.
Yeah, that's true. the really insulting stuff is where like the AI generated a Palestinian child. It's like that's
horrible.
horrendous. That's very 2025, I guess.
There's a
but
bunch of
it's
that on Blue
horrendous.
Sky. It's that, or like they'll be like they type like starving African child or something into
into Midjourney.
yeah.
Like,
It's
Jesus
really
Christ.
it's so insulting, and they're on Blue Sky because it doesn't do a good job stopping bots,
Yeah.
and because there's
Yeah,
a bunch of like sort of white guilt middle-aged liberals.
Yeah, I think that's
on
what
there.
they're targeting.
Yeah. Like I think people my age are probably looking at
Right.
it.
Yeah, actually I was thinking about this, which is there seems to be like a certain amount of age gap in how good people are at identifying AI generated imagery. Like
Yeah.
I feel like people I know in my social groups and me are like usually pretty good at it.
Yeah, I mean it's
Fairly
gotten
good.
pretty good such that sometimes we still get fooled,
Yeah,
you know.
not always, but I feel like I can see someone's profile pic and be like, "Ew, it's AI."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I can see like a generated book cover and usually be like
Yeah.
it's got the weird kind of slick
Sheen.
glossiness
Yeah.
and kind of strange lighting.
yeah. The thing about it, it's kind of
Rim
hard
lighting.
to pin down exactly
Yeah.
how I think what you're saying about the sort of glossiness and rim lighting is right, though. There's
Yeah.
something about the edges that
Yeah.
look weird.
A kind of strange and over smoothness.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a little bit fuzzy almost, a little bit
Yeah, kind of
airbrushed.
like, kind of a weird blend sometimes of like looking like it was painted versus drawn versus rendered,
Yeah,
like 3D
and also
rendered.
just putting out there, if you have an AI generated profile pic, I am judging you.
Yeah, that's cringe.
However, I kind of doubt that anyone who actually listens to the podcast would do that. So,
Yeah.
but just putting it out there.
But if you do have one and you're listening to the podcast, I think you should change it. I'm gonna bully you a little
yeah,
bit now.
we're gonna bully you.
Yeah.
Right. So, something else I've been thinking about what with the AI stuff is something AI generated porn will never have on porn of actual people. Guess what? You can't fuck the AI generated image. You
Okay.
can't have the fantasy of like maybe if I post really good, they'll fuck me.
Maybe if I respond every time she posts with an unsolicited low quality dick pic, she'll fuck me. Oh
Yeah.
wait, she blocked me. Whoa, that's crazy.
Whoa, no way. But like, yeah, I'm not saying that in reality that would happen.
Yeah.
But
The
people
fantasy.
like to have the fantasy.
I mean,
right?
there's a whole industry of basically people pretending to be like a hot woman who has an OnlyFans.
I don't think we've talked about this on the podcast, but yeah, there's this whole industry of what are called chatters sometimes, where basically some porn star or whatever, someone who has a popular OnlyFans often it'll be through like an agency, will have people who pretend to be her.
Yeah, and they have like a stash of images they're supposed to send in specific order that have increasing spiciness
Right, and there comes a point, of course, where you have to give them money
to continue. Yes.
the process. But like, they'll actually pretend to be the person. They'll have notes on some of the person's interests.
Yeah.
They'll take shifts, whatever.
Yeah. Apparently, we have a friend who grew up in it was Yugoslavia at that
the
point,
time, yeah.
but now Croatia. Who I think one of his first jobs was when he was younger was at a company that basically did
Yeah,
this.
I think it was via texts or
Yeah.
something.
Now it's probably like WhatsApp or like Telegram or Facebook
actually,
Messenger or Instagram.
A lot of it's on OnlyFans. OnlyFans.
Oh, it has a DM
chat.
system?
Yeah.
Oh, that
so
makes
a lot
sense.
of it's on.
Oh,
OnlyFans.
that makes sense.
And that has integrated monetization
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
So
okay,
yeah,
that
a lot
makes
of
sense.
it's
That makes
it's that. Yeah, and this is actually pretty widespread. It's also pretty common for people to also run social media kind of like that, where someone who's not the actual porn star is running the account.
Yeah, which like,
yeah.
I get kind of from if you look at it in terms of like rational economics, it makes sense. It makes more sense financially for the porn star to focus on making porn
Yeah.
and not like
That's basically
talking
the
to
idea.
random dudes online.
So then there's agencies that are like, hello, we are an OnlyFans agency. You just make porn and we'll do all the other stuff for you and we'll take a cut of your profits. That's basically how it works. I've been contacted by those people. I'm not going to sign anything with any of them.
Yeah.
I'm not signing any contracts. Okay, I do this stuff for fun, all right?
Yeah. Also, you're really not making money on it.
Not really.
Not
no.
really.
In sum total, I've probably made like hundreds of dollars, but
It's
after years.
Yeah, over
So
like the
it's
course
not,
of
it
years.
has I don't try that hard, but
Yeah.
to make money, but
It's
yeah,
partly-
not super profitable.
I feel like a lot of online promoting yourself stuff is a little bit soul crushing to
Yeah,
me.
I will say, and something I've been leaning to actually is just shit posting on my nudes account. But it actually has a side effect, at least in my eyes, which I was mentioning how a lot of big accounts have other people running. running them. I think people know that I'm actually fucking running it because no one else could post this bad.
No one's social media manager would be posting
Yeah,
like this.
they wouldn't be a professional social media manager would not post this shit.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, it probably is like alienating a part of her
Yeah,
audience.
I don't care.
But like, it's a part of her audience she doesn't really like.
Yeah,
so
I
it's fine.
don't care. If you're there for the shit posts, I appreciate that.
Yeah, basically, I think it actually appeals more to the weird trans girls.
Yeah, which as an audience I want to encourage. So
And then
that's
like
cool with me.
sort of the weird chasers who are just there to look at transport seem to be confused by the concept of the joke.
Some of them, yeah.
Some of
Oh
them.
yeah, Greg6742. I love trannies and ladyboys.
Is that whole thing the username?
No, sorry, that was a username and then a bio. But
Oh,
there's
okay.
so many guys like that.
I'll take your word for it. I'm glad I don't really
So
see
they
them much.
don't have profile pics, of course.
Yeah, because they're just there to look at
Or
porn.
hear me out. Their profile pic is their penis.
Yeah,
those, those are sort of your options.
Also, yeah, people who are going to post their dick unsolicited online, stop
Would you
it.
stop?
It's so easy to see penises online.
It's
Like-
not valuable. Okay, and I genuinely think there may be a misunderstanding, guys. Women overwhelmingly don't want to see your dick. Okay,
Yeah.
just to be absolutely.
I think
clear.
a lot of like men who are into women kind of have this incorrect assumption that there should be symmetry. They're like, I like seeing pictures of a
Her
naked woman.
naked.
That's hot. I will send her pictures
Yeah.
of me naked.
As like, no, they don't. Stop it.
And it's like,
Get some help.
especially if someone who's like posting to a big audience, there's no reason
I don't
you
want
should
it.
think that
I don't want it.
the person wants to see this one specific
Yes.
guy naked. Why would you think that?
That's true. Anyway, I think let's wrap up. Thank you for listening. This has been a podcast, specifically Shit Postmortem.
Not just any podcast. Well,
It's true. We have a Blue Sky now, shitpostmortem.bsky.social. We have an email, shitpostmortempod@gmail.com. And also feel free to just post shit at me. I don't mind. I can take it. Shit posts at me though, not your dick, okay?
also don't like literally mail turds to us.
No.
To be clear.
I'm not into it. Okay. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.